Alright, so I'm not about to enter into a trade. I'm just doing some chart markups, but I wanted to record this. So we start on the 4-hour time frame. I see a head and shoulders that had finished forming earlier or later last week. So now we're seeing the bounce back from that here. But I went ahead and marked up my resistance levels. This was a major resistance level. We can see tested it multiple times. Just tested it again. And I marked up another resistance level from some previous days just because I saw it, so I wanted to mark it. And then I went down to my lower time frame so I can see what are some of the trends that we see. So here we see this general downtrend here. I have it marked with my yellow line, but we can also see this new support here. So back on the 4-hour time frame, this would be a level of support. Right now it doesn't look like it, but if we go to our 15-minute, we can see where price dropped down and rejected it a few times. So here, and now it's rejected it again here. And that's on the 15-minute. So let's go to the 5-minute now, and you'll see a better example of what I mean by it's rejecting this new support. So from here, I believe we're gonna go in for a buy one because my moving average, my red moving average is on the bottom on multiple different time frames. This is about to be on the bottom. And then when I get to my 5-minute time frame, what I decided to do is put my Fibonacci right here. I chose this candlestick because this is the bullish move that kind of breaks out. So you see these candlesticks are small, but they're still in the uptrend. This is the candlestick that pushes that uptrend up. So that's where we're going to start our fib. One more time. Okay, so what we're looking for, and it's there already. Hold on. We're looking to see where it's going to be rejecting these gold zones, right? But we see hit once. I'm going to wait just a few because this is the 5-minute and it's been some minutes that's passed. So I'm going to wait, take my fib off and wait to see if there's a better setup. But this is how I marked up my charts. So we see this level of support, one here, and more from previous weeks. We see our major resistance levels on our larger time frames. Here, price doesn't seem to want to break above that again. And then down here, in the previous week's price didn't seem to want to break above that until we had this super bullish uptrend to form our tops of our head and shoulders. Now we're going down to the bottom of our shoulders here, and it looks like it wants to retrace. So it did. It hit that former level of resistance again. So we see that it's not breaking through this channel. It went down to test that last form of support that has now turned into resistance. So we marked up our chart. So soon we're going to be able to get in for a trade, but the setup is not there yet. It's not there yet. We go down to the 15-minute. We can see our downtrend. We can see the support. I was respecting our support, our new support. We can definitely see that in the 5-minute, how it is respecting our new support. Now we just need to wait for a good Fibonacci setup. So that's it for today. Alright, so I wanted to show you guys, it's been a few minutes that's passed, down on the 1-minute time frame, how we are just smashing this new support. So I'm gonna give it a few more candlesticks just to see, but I believe we're about to be in a general uptrend. My moving average is on the top on multiple time frames. It's the 1 minute. That's the 5 is on the bottom. However, top support. On top, support. Support is about to be on the top. So these are about to cross, and this is the 4-hour time frame, so keep that in mind. On the top, and it is literally right on my new support line. So, like I said, we're gonna wait for that. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. So down here might be a really good place to get in. Slight retracement. I'm not gonna actually enter this trade, but I just wanted to do some market research. We want this to come up and reject our gold zone, where we can set our take profit is some previous resistance. So I'm gonna switch to a larger time frame. Let's go to the 5 minute. So I like to set my take profit at a previous resistance or at the top of that, the highest wick. So right here is a little too high for me. All right. So we're gonna see what happens. We're gonna see if it's gonna come and test our Fibonacci zones, so we can see what the perfect position to enter in. But we already have all of our confluences that this is going in for a buy. So let's watch and see what happens. All right, so I got my support and resistance marked up. I'm gonna show you guys how I decide where I'm gonna put my fib. So we're looking for that general push to the upside. I had to come down to the 5 minutes to find it. On the 15 minute, there is not a whole lot of activity for us. This would not be a good indicator. This is a push to the upside because we see these is small and then it starts going to the downside again. So I came to the 5 minute to find a better one because this is the general setup for all the larger time frames. Here, not a great fib. Came to the 5 minute and we see this uptrend, and then we see a general push. It's breaking market structure, right? All the way back up here. We haven't been at this level since 140. So this is the candlestick I'm going to decide to put my Fibonacci to start my fib on. Start from here. Let's make sure the dot is right there. All right, then we go to the 1 minute time frame, and we can see our gold zone. It's been rejected once. We'll see if it goes and our gold zone has been rejected. So back to the 5 minute. Rejected. Okay, so we can also see where our candlesticks starting back on that uptrend. So we're moving averages on the bottom, so that's a buy. Here we can see our candlesticks are going in the general direction that we want them to. Okay. Up and at them. So we're gonna wait for our take profit, our TP to get smashed. Okay. We're just gonna wait on it. This former level of resistance, I made my TP. It's not breaking through the support, and it's hitting my fib gold zone. So I have a few confirmations that it's going to continue to buy, but we're going to monitor it. I have my long position set here, just so I can see how many pips in my risk to reward ratio, and it is 1 to 2, which is perfect for me for this trade. So we'll see what happens. So So I went to check on the trade, and if I would have took it, I definitely would have got stopped out. However, my analysis was good. I still feel like, because as you can see, TP got smashed. It just retraced all the way down further than I thought. So I'm glad to enter the trade, but good practice.